what makes this a French style turkey is that we're going to use an assortment of fresh herbs, okay, aromatic vegetables, and of course butter and white wine to make a really, really delicious Thanksgiving turkey, okay? You don't need a fryer, okay? You don't need a smoker. You can just have a roasting pan, really good ingredients, and make something spectacular, okay? By far, the most daunting task of making our French style turkey is the unwrapping, okay? The disentombing of the turkey from that plastic bag, okay? Always do it in the sink. Always use a lot of paper towels, and then wash your hands thoroughly, all right, when you are finished, because we do not want to contaminate our kitchens and workspaces with raw poultry, okay? Bacteria central. First thing I'm gonna do, all right, is I'm gonna get my vegetables ready, okay? Let's see, I got a couple of nice, I got some nice celery, I got some parsley, I have sage, and I have rosemary, okay? Beautiful, beautiful collection of fresh herbs. You can use 1 or 2 onions, and I don't bother to peel. I'm just gonna do that, okay? All right, next, arts and crafts. What do I mean by arts and crafts, okay? You're going to need some nice cotton string, okay? And what we're gonna do is we're going to take our cotton string and we're gonna put it in water like this, okay? Arts and crafts, that's what I like to call it, okay? So, what I do is we're gonna make a beautiful little fresh herb bouquet, okay? This is so fancy, but you know, the truth is it's simple and it's effective. And I like just, you know me, I like to make a little bow on here just because it's cute. Dink, like that. We're gonna take this big old turkey here. My best advice, you know, look, everyone loves making a giant turkey. There's a thrill, okay? Just a giant turkey, so exciting, right? But I'm telling you that you're gonna have a lot more success if you use a 12 to 15 pound turkey, okay? And so if this is your first time making a turkey, just try to keep it on the small side, and I think you're gonna like the result. Okay, so I got my salt and pepper. A lot of the method of this is we're building up a piece of poultry that's gonna roast, and it's going to kind of emit juices, right? Because, you know, what's the best part of our onion of Thanksgiving? I mean, I kind of think it's the gravy. So we're really building a gravy positive experience here, okay? And so that's it. Celery, carrots, okay. All right, I'm gonna take my herbs. There we go. And next, I am going to use another piece of string here, all right? And I'm gonna go ahead and tie my turkey legs together, all right? What I do, I'll show you what I'm doing. Wrap like that. I'm gonna tie that. All right, once more, just for good measure. Okay, so got my turkey nice and tied up. I got my salt, my pepper. Okay, next is the butter. What we want to do is, this is a ½ cup of unsalted butter, okay? You don't have to use unsalted if you don't want to, because obviously, you know, there's nothing wrong with a little more salt in our turkey. It's just that I always buy unsalted butter, okay? This is a ½ cup. It's a little cold here in Germany, so I mean, this is not exactly melty, but you want it soft like this. And we're just gonna make it a little vest. A little butter vest or a little leisure suit, okay? And I'll put a little butter on there, a little butter on the legs, okay? And the whole point, right, is that we're not hoping that this butter stays here. We want this butter to do this. We want it to just kind of ooze all over the turkey. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our baster, and we're gonna be, you know, putting that butter back on. It's a labor of love, okay? You're gonna be just putting the basting. That's what you're doing today. That's your job. Your job is to baste a turkey today, okay? All right, next, white wine. You're gonna need, I mean, you probably need a whole bottle, okay? Because if you're noticing that your juices are kind of evaporating a little too quickly, you're gonna wanna continue to add white wine on there, okay? But to get you started, about a half a bottle, okay? And then we've got some chicken broth as well, okay? Next, more arts and crafts, okay? We're gonna make ourselves a tent, okay? I call it a Jiffy Pop tent, okay? Remember that? We're gonna make us a Jiffy Pop tent to go over our turkey, all right? Just like this, right? You saw how I did that? I took 2 pieces, I just folded it, right? It's ready to go. I mean, that's it. Okay, important. If you want to save yourself some stress, if you have, you know, babies, if you have toddlers, if you know your morning is going to be, you know, busy taking care of little people, or if you like to sleep in, or if you're just not really with it, you know what? You do this step the night before Thanksgiving, okay? If you have space in your fridge, okay, you do this, put it in your fridge. The next morning, you wake up, set your oven to 400 degrees, you know, roll out of bed, put it in the oven, and then sit and have some coffee. And that way, you know, you're just gonna get started so much faster. Okay, and you're not gonna have to touch like raw turkey before you have coffee, or, you know, early in the morning. Nobody wants to do that, okay? So anyway, we're gonna do this at 400 degrees, okay, for an hour. Okay, then we're gonna turn the heat down to 350, and then you're just gonna baste. You just baste the crap out of it, okay? And so we got our turkey baster. One more thing is we're gonna need you to get a instant read thermometer, okay? That's super important. I'm gonna show you why in a little bit, okay? All right, I'm putting this in the oven. Good luck to you. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm really happy with this. Now, my instant read thermometer, okay, indicates that this turkey is done, okay? What we want in the thigh is a 180 degree temperature read, and that's how we know that the bird is cooked through. I want all these beautiful juices in here to stay put, okay? That's how we're gonna make a really excellent gravy, all right? But while I put together our presentation platter, if you want to, okay? I love to do it because it's beautiful. I'm just gonna put this turkey right over here to rest. It brings me great joy to be able to make things like a beautiful turkey, even more beautiful with a nice presentation, okay? So what I've got here, I've got some big leaves. These are collard greens, okay? Fabulous. You can also use kale. And what I'm gonna do with these is I'm gonna go ahead and just place these on the platter like this, because we are going to make something so beautiful. Okay? Nice bunch of greens on the platter. I started doing this years ago, and my favorite movie around Christmas time is A Christmas Carol. So I started making our turkey, you know, sumptuous and beautiful after the scene of the Ghost of Christmas Present. Okay, so I got some pomegranates here. The Ghost of Christmas Present, and he's the one with the big beard, and the ghost says, "Come in and know me better, man." And he's surrounded by a feast, and the significance of that, okay, is that the feast is now. Okay, so life is a feast. The feast is in the present. Okay, and so I love the symbology of that, and I like to add that into, you know, my family's Thanksgiving because it brings me joy. Okay, so let's see here. I've got some oranges. I've got grapes. Ooh, I got star fruit because I thought it would look pretty. And I also have some chestnuts because we're in Germany, and you know, this is chestnut country. This is part of their Christmas. And I also have some grapes. This is also something that your kids might enjoy helping you with because, of course, it's beautiful. We have all of these beautiful fruits, and if anything, it's a chance for your kids to learn about maybe fruits that they don't see every day. My pan is not as hot as it was, okay? The turkey is still hot through, and what I am going to do is I'm going to lift this turkey with my hands, okay, and put it on this bed of greens. If you are sensitive to heat, you're just gonna wanna use just a dish towel, right, to pick up your turkey. Don't worry if you get juices on it, okay? But I can do it, alrighty, just like this. I'm gonna put my Jiffy Pop foil over this turkey to keep it warm, all right, while I make my gravy. Right before we serve, we're gonna decorate this with all the fruits and the chestnuts. It's gonna be beautiful. But first, let's get on that gravy, okay, because that's super, super important. The first step in making a really good gravy, okay, is we're gonna take all these drippings from the pan. This is our turkey drippings, plus our butter and our wine and the beautiful flavors that came, oh God, here we go again. Shh. The beautiful flavors, the dogs can smell that. They're excited. Paprika, shush. Okay, the beautiful flavors that come from the carrot and the celery, the aromatic vegetables, right? And those fresh herbs, okay? So this is a treasure trove of flavor. We wanna be very careful with this. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a strainer and a bowl like this. I like this one because it's sturdy and my strainer fits really well in there for me, okay? And now we're just gonna pour this here very carefully. Well, hi, Colonel. Oh my goodness, come here. Come here. Do you want some of this? So these little bits here, come here, big boy, come here. Come here. Here we go. Oh, you are a very good boy. Come here. Come here. So we just separated all the bits, right, from the juices. Oh, hi. And now we're gonna wait. We're gonna watch what happens here because all the fat is gonna float to the top, okay? And all of the drippings, or not the drippings, the juices, they're gonna be at the bottom, okay? So we're gonna go through another separation process, which I will show you in just a minute after I give Colonel and Paprika some more snacks. What I want you to do first is go ahead and try and skim some of that fat off the top, and we're gonna put it right in here, okay? And that is what we're gonna use to make the roux. That's a good start, all right? Now we're gonna take the turkey baster, plunge it down there to the bottom, and start sucking up the broth. So I know a lot of people are intimidated by making gravy, okay? I got all that beautiful turkey fat. But really all you're doing is you're making a roux, and then you're adding the turkey stock, okay? So what I just did is I put the turkey fat in first, and now I'm gonna stir around the flour, okay? What we want is a consistency about like toothpaste, okay? And I'm gonna let that brown just a little bit, just to bring out some of that nutty flavor. And now I'm just gonna add about 1/4 of my stock. This is my favorite spatula. Everyone's got a favorite, okay? If you don't have a favorite, see what you can find, all right? Oh, this is nice. Okay, do you see how that turned creamy immediately? We're gonna keep, so I've got this set just below medium, okay? Little Colonel Jr. loves gravy. He's a very good boy. He's very patient. This is the last thing you want to do before you serve your Thanksgiving dinner. Okay? And in my house, there is never enough gravy. So I make as much as I possibly can. If I find that my roux is still thick, I can always add more chicken broth. And usually at the end, I will add just a little bit of milk, and that makes it creamy. And then that's just how we do it. Stir, let it thicken, add more liquid. If you're concerned that it's getting lumpy, go ahead and get a whisk and just very quickly brush it back and forth like this. All right, you see those bubbles there? That is what we want. Also, extremely important to have a tasting spoon. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with this. It doesn't need any salt, okay? The salt came from the turkey. Now I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. Simmering like that is just perfect, but don't let it go too far. I mean, it should be velvety. And then I'm just gonna add a little milk, okay? Kind of a southern touch at the very end. And I'm just adding a pinch of black pepper. Okay, another taste. A good cook always tastes, okay? Recipes aren't perfect, all right? And cooking is a science of approximates. That's good. I'm very happy with this. All right, our gravy is made, our turkey is roasted, everyone's ready. I mean, not really here, because this is a cooking show. But, okay, everyone at your house will be ready, and this is when we go ahead and make this presentation beautiful, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is take out this gnarly bit of vegetables here, okay? There we go. No big deal. And because I am a cake decorator, this is my favorite part, of course. So I've got some sage from my garden, and we're just gonna go ahead and put these herbs right there. That looks nice. I'm just gonna decorate right with these fruits and the fruits and the nuts You can do this in a rush or you can take your time. But because I'm actually enjoying myself, I'm just gonna take my time here. If you have a little extra, if you have a little extra white wine, you get to have it as a prize, okay? Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Okay, take care. Have a great Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.